All right, everyone, here we go with the Friday reading. In this reading, it's one card for each sign. You're all connected. Watch everything that falls on the table. This is not your horoscope, right? I'm not an astrologer like I always say. We're just pulling on the cycle, taking a look at the energy. It's an exploded all signs reading on the table. That said, the energy right now is pretty intense. All right, and I want to remind everybody of that. I did a 3-card the other day, a special 3-card reading, which not a lot of people watch, to be honest, in comparison to most Steve's Love Tarot videos, which I'm surprised by considering some of the messages I've been getting lately. A lot of you are falling into the trap of this energy. It's very thick. I talked about it on that video as being high definition energy. Right? High definition cameras show everything. They accent the flaws and they accent the good things. It's real easy to focus on the flaws because it's negative energy, and negative energy feeds itself, right? It's just like negative press sells better than positive press. The story about someone rescuing the puppy isn't as interesting as the coked out celebrity that threw themselves off the roof of a building. All right, it's just not that interesting. People don't care, but they care about that story more. It's easier to watch. It's easier to listen to. Negative energy always plays out that way. And I want to urge all of you to be very careful about 8 of Swords, all right, in this. And that came up in the 3-card reading I did the other day when I pulled on the energy of right now. That 8 Swords, all my readings apply to you, and they apply as much as they apply to your person. There's an equal and opposite reaction in play. So, you know, you're going through this too. And 8 Swords is short-sighted thinking. It can leave you trapped. All right, you always have the key, but if you're only looking for the key in one corner, you're not going to find it. You've got to walk around the whole room. That being said, be careful not to get in 8 Swords. Allow this energy to flow. Look at the things you need to look at. Try to take a big picture view. That's the way to get out of 8 Swords. Big picture view. All right, so keep that in mind. As far as your runners go, well, we got an interesting pre-shuffle here. This is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. This is what your person's thinking and feeling in this current energy. Tomorrow, we'll pull on the week, right? And we clarify in that reading, and we ask what actions they're likely to take. And it's coming down to the wire here. We're getting close. Closer and closer and closer to Saturn going direct. And we got the World. In my pre-shuffle, I don't always do a pre-shuffle for the Friday reading, but today I have one. I have a very big card here. This is representing the change in cycle. Everything has changed. We're in a new room, breathing new energetic air, okay? And it's all about you for these runners. It's right here. It's the Empress energy. This energy, the energy of right now for your person, is probably landing them in 8 Swords of confusion and fear and trapped in their mind and prison of the mind kind of thing, because their feminine energy is coming up and you're looking more and more good. You're getting more and more attractive, the other side of this connection. They might see that as confusion. Why do I say that? There's the 2 of Swords right there. You know, it's an oh shit, what do I do moment. And I think we saw this the other day in the mid-month in the soul position. It had something to do, the breaking point has something to do with the eclipse season. Underneath that, well, it's a hermit. Yeah, because the soul's awake. The soul is awake. It knows what to do. It's feeling this. Your person is balancing. We saw that the other day in the mid-month reading too with the balanced Emperor. And we have the 8 of Cups, bookending the World. The universe keeps bringing us this 8 of Cups. It's important that you keep walking toward your 9 of Cups. But somebody here, it's also important. It's important that you do because somebody on the other side is feeling you do that. And in doing that, they wake the fuck up. Is kind of what the Hermit is saying here. They wake the fuck up. Ting, the little light goes off. So the energy right now is very thick. It's very intense. It may even be reflecting in the weather around you. Like the weather here where I am today is very thick. There's a foggy marine layer everywhere. The air is heavy. Everything is thick right now. And it's very easy to be short-sighted in that. Okay? So I want you all to be careful. The best thing to do in this energy, the energy of October in general, is to get out in nature. Get yourself outside. Go for a hike. Go for something, wide open spaces with living things, trees, mountains. All right? And if you can't do that, well, then look at scenery on your computer. Right? Change your desktop picture or your screen picture or whatever it is to something alive. Right? Some sort of nature scene, something. whatever moves you. But it's very important. It'll help you stay out of 8 swords in this type of energy. Now, your person's not listening. I don't think they're going to do that. And I think that'll be reflected on the table in what they're thinking and feeling. Give me a Friday reading, universe. It knows what I mean by that. 1 card for each sign, no clarifiers. And if it helps you, because some people don't understand this lack of timestamps, forget about the signs. Just look at it as an all signs reading. And this Aries is number 1, Taurus is number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. It's just a 12-card reading. All right, look at it that way. I would prefer you did. I mean, that's how I'd watch it if I was watching the video. But people love their signs, so we do them here. That said, the overall energy of everything that's about to fall on the table is the moon. Okay? Yeah, there's a lot in the shadows, and it needs to come up. And on your side, and I'm harping on you a little bit in this video, because I've received some disturbing messages lately from people who are way, way lost in 8 swords. Nobody can help you when you're in 8 swords. You can't help yourself, and I can't help you. Nobody's going to get through. You're not going to hear anything. You've got to take the long-range view. You've got to let all this stuff come up, right? All this stuff come up from the depths. Now, your runners, they're doing that. It's happening to whether they like it or not, and it's creating a little bit of confusion within them. But there's a lot going on behind the scenes on the runner side that you don't know about, and that in and of itself is taking a long-range view, right? Realizing that there's things going on that you probably are unaware of, and maybe we just see how this energy plays out and see where it goes. That's the way you should approach your life, I think. I think it's a great life philosophy. You never know what's around the next corner. Maybe this road we're on now is shit. Well, maybe when we turn a corner, it gets paved and it's nice and it's smooth. You never know. Life is an adventure. It's a mystery. It's a learning experience. Enjoy it. You're here to enjoy it. You don't absorb information if you don't enjoy life. So enjoy it, right? This is something your runners need to learn for sure. Let's go. Let's do this. Overall energy is the moon. A lot going on behind the scenes that you don't know. What are they thinking and feeling right now? A story begins with Aries and it ends with Pisces. Everything matters here. And I'll do my best to tell you what's tied with who and all of that kind of stuff. I have to sort all that out here to give you the reading, but I sometimes share if signs are connected or angles are connected, whatever. Anyway, Aries, you ready? Let's begin. In the position of Aries, position number 1, we have the 3 of Pentacles. That's not surprising. It's been a very common card lately. Again, it's about what's coming up for, again, we have to take the moon into account. What's coming up for this runner on this particular card here is a need to not shut people out. It's a card of working together. It's a card of partnership, and that's what makes things solid. That's what makes things rock solid foundations and things like that. That's why there's a mountain on the card. Also, there's an energy here where I was just talking about it earlier about getting out in nature. Your person needs to do that. They don't have enough living energy around them. Maybe they need to buy a house plant or something. Or if their house is filled with plants, they're all sick. All right? They need to put some fertilizer in there or something along those lines. There's some kind of dead energy around them, and getting out in nature, going for a hike, going out to the mountains will cure that. Either way, it's somebody who's realizing the value or seeing how they've shut themselves out, how they've shut out things in their life by running away from things, if you will. So they want something with you. They want some kind of friendship. They want something. All right? And I believe steps are being taken behind the scenes for everybody's person, as the mid-month told us, to make that happen. Taurus, position 2, Knight of Pentacles. Slowly but surely they're getting there. They're realizing that their ego is getting in the way. There's also a new energy approaching you, Taurus. So someone who ran from you, and for a lot of you, Taurus, you were with this person and they left you for something better, or they just ran from you for something better, or what they thought was better, I should say. Grass greener on the other side. There's also an energy that's slowly coming in, and it's that energy that's slowly coming towards you, your person's picking up on, and it's making them kind of move a little bit and look at themselves, right? Okay, well, that's good. We'll see what actions they take in the coming week tomorrow, in tomorrow's reading. Gemini, 2 of Pentacles. I got a massive, I don't have a single major arcana here except the overall energy of the reading. And we opened with the World, which is pretty cool. But the two of Pentacles here, again, this person, they know you're the right choice. They feel that. And they keep stopping themselves for some reason. I don't know why. It's a stop and go game, right? Red light, green light. Remember that when you were a kid? It's like that. Except it's the voice in their own head that's calling out red light, green light, red light, green light. It's going back and forth, back and forth. Something is transforming here. The energy around them has changed. They can't keep playing this game, yet they're still playing it. I think it's temporary. It's minor arcana. Let's look at the hot spot, Cancer. Okay, let's see. This bleeds on to everyone. This is the theme of the whole soulmate cycle that we're in this time. Because when this cycle started, the North Node was in Cancer. So that sets the theme, the destiny, if you will, of this cycle. All right, what is it? The Star. Finally, we get a major arcana here. Yeah. Speaking specifically to the Cancerians, just if I may for a moment, you got a reading coming up for sure at some point in the near future, just because I need to, just based on the last Cure for Cancer that I did. You're about to get a wish. Something's about to pop here. I don't know what it is. I'd love to say it's your runner, but I don't know. Something's about to, your life is about to change, the Cancerians. And that's very nice to hear, because there's a lot of them suffering. Okay? Your perspective maybe is about to change, or something. Something's going to pop. You're bookending this Three of Pentacles here. I think for a lot of you it is the runner, because I'm pulling on the soulmate cycle right now. For all of you, there's a lot of destiny in play right now, and when that happens, you've got to let it play out. Okay? You've got to let it play out. You've got to take, this moon here is really tying to what I talked about over the pre-shuffle. You've got to take the long view. You really do. If you're at all feeling trapped, feeling like what's it all for, why, you know, all this kind of, just stop. That's Eight Swords. Get yourself out in nature. Get yourself around a wide open space, big sky, mountains, trees, living things. And I don't mean go to the fucking shopping mall. Okay, that's not the same thing. That's not nature at all. That's as artificial as you can get. It's important that you're not in Eight Swords in this energy. There's a lot going on behind the scenes, a lot of destiny playing out. Leo. Okay, we just pulled a Leo soap opera recently. This ought to be interesting. Queen of Swords. Yep, still in there. Watch your latest Leo soap opera. Somebody here is afraid that you're going to cut them out. The runner is afraid that they're going to meet the Queen of Swords at the door, but the runner is taking action on their side. The Queen of Swords is holding that sword of truth, you know, and they are taking some action for sure. But somebody is afraid that this is you waiting for them at the door if they come towards you. Mostly because I think in the Leo angle, they either completely blew you off, like rudely in a way, or said we absolutely cannot be together. It's very similar to the Pisces angle. You're tied to the Pisces angle, so we'll see what Pisces gets. But it's a very similar kind of thing where somebody said, you know, you had a talk with them and we can't be together kind of a thing. But also for a lot of you in the Leo angle, this person was just rude and they blew you off. You know, completely ignored you. They really regret that. Virgo, they are taking action though. This is your reading, your recent Leo update holds true. Virgo. Lovers. Virgo, I've been telling you for a while you got a new soulmate coming your way. The lovers, the love geese are in the air. The birds are in the air. You've got a very attracting energy around you, and you're going to have some options very soon. Okay? As far as what your person's thinking and feeling about you, yeah, they feel the connection, but they're pretty much ignoring it. Okay? That person whose ego was hurt and all that, they still feel it. That connection's never going to go away. They just keep slow. It's tied to this energy over here with Gemini. It's tied to this round and round kind of thing. Red light, green light game. But there's something very new approaching. It's very close. With the Lover's card here, it's very close. Libra. Sun. Libra, you got a conversation. I say this to you every week. I fucking know it. And I feel bad every time I say it. You make someone very happy. I think they're playing a little game of red light, green light too. In this energy, it's tough energy to get through. You're having to deal with a lot of things, but there's a lot going on behind the scenes here. This energy is directly tied to this moon. You guys are a very powerful couple. It's it's two energies that when they come together, it's like the Voltron thing. When the five lions come together, they form the giant robot. It's kind of like that. You're about to find something out here. Okay, this is very important. Something's about to make you a little happier than you've been. Okay. Scorpio, my hot Scorpios. Seven of Swords. The energy around you, Scorpio, is deceptive. That's all I get. Sometimes, you know, I'm trying to pull on what your runner is thinking and feeling, and the universe just seems to want to talk about all of you. It wants to give it from your perspective in a lot of the cases here. And I just go with the energy. I'm not going to fight it. I don't have any control over what energy comes in. The energy around you is deceptive. I don't know what that means. I'm not clarifying. I mean, it can mean 1,000 different things to 1,000 different people. So, something you think is going on. Remember, the moon, very mysterious. A lot going on behind the scenes. You think somebody's not coming? You're probably wrong. Whatever you think, okay, is probably wrong. It is. You have to go with what you feel, and even then there's some deception in the energy. That's all I got. I'm sorry. The energy right now is crazy. I'm not clarifying, so we have to pay attention to other cards around it. Something's coming your way, but it's not what you expect. It's the easiest way I can say it. I mean, I have no other way to put it. Sagittarius. Page of Wands. Okay? Page of Wands. You got communication coming from somebody, but they're not quite on your level. Okay? Somebody, how do I say this? Somebody wants to talk to you. It's small talk, right? It's how's the weather? How's this? It's a very tertiary kind of outer layer sort of conversation. It's superficial, if you will. But it is someone who is very interested in you. The Page of Wands always wants to make things work for sure. That's it. That's what I got. You got a conversation coming with somebody. A long way to. It probably surprised the shit out of you. I'm sure that this person even talks to you. Capricorn, Eight of Pentacles. Somebody's distracting themselves. It's another red light, green. There's so many energies here that are tied to this game of red light, green light. It's unreal. It's not surprising. We just came off a huge energetic storm. We just came off of the 10-10 portal, the full moon that wakes up who people really are. It's not surprising. And with the moon as our overall energy, don't give me a hard time for making this for this energy being tough to read. The energy is thick, okay? And there's a lot hidden here, all right? I almost need to use my unseen tarot. I may pull an unseen tarot, right, very, very soon and take a look at the hidden energies. I may do that very soon. But anyway, this Eight of Pentacles here, somebody's distracting themselves. Playing a game of red light, green light. They are coming towards you, and at the same time, they're not coming towards you. Your energy's tied to this Seven of Swords over here, big time. It's a little bit deceptive. It seems like they're not coming towards you because they're not, but they are. Okay, does that make sense? It seems like they're coming towards you, but they're not, but they are. Because it's you know, there's no other way to describe it. It's very strange, but it's not surprising. We just came off a huge energetic storm, and we're in the aftermath. And we're in the lead up to Saturn going direct. It's anything, all bets are off. Anything goes here. As a matter of fact, underneath this, I just looked, is justice. I mean, again, behind the scenes, everything is balancing out. Everything is going according to the universe's what seems like energetic plan. This is tough energy. It really is. And I urge you, if you're pulling your own cards on the energy of right now, be very careful. Do not pull on yourself. You won't. This is thick energy. All right. Okay. Be careful of the readings you watch. I'm being very careful here. Aquarius, the Emperor. Yeah. Aquarius, you're so balanced, it's ridiculous. For Aquarians, there's life before the eclipse and life after the eclipse. Most of the energies that have played out up through the 10-10 portal, okay, so far here in October, are going to reveal what they were for to Aquarians and to most of you, to be honest, because of the mid-month reading I pulled the other day around the eclipse, okay, in eclipse season. You're very balanced in your energy. You've got a silent emperor around you who's just doing nothing. It's just quiet. It's Silent Bob the Moon in front of Chatty Cathy the Sun here. They're just silent. Something about the moon here plays out big in that eclipse. What someone's thinking and feeling about you, hell if I know. I can't even get through. If I could clarify this, I could tell you, but they're not even letting me see it. All I can get off of this is it'll all make sense to you during eclipse season. Okay? That's the best. I'm just being honest. I could make shit up if you want. Lots of people do out here on YouTube. I could just make shit up and go, well, I got to say something. Your emperor is coming towards you. There's the make shit up reading. Yep, the divine masculine is around you. They're feeling you and they're coming towards you. What I told you was honest. That's making shit up. Okay? This is thick, tough energy. I can see why a lot of you are in 8 swords. I can see why I've gotten a few disturbing messages from people lately. And I want you to be careful about that. If you start feeling woe is me in this energy, stop it. I mean, it's energy. It's so tough to read. If I was in 8 swords, I would think, oh, I can't read energy anymore. I'm done. I'm just going to scrap it all and I'd chuck the table off to the side. I'm done. I'm never going to do this again. Right? It's that kind of energy. You can't let it get to you. You got to take the long view. You got to be realistic with it. Go out in nature. If you listen to anything I say, go do that. You need living energy around you. Pisces. Our story began with 3 pentacles. It's nice. Our corners are communication, wishes coming true, somebody wanting to work with things, and whatever this is, and all in between is the red light, green light game. Okay? Jesus Christ. Pisces. The Chariot. Again, forward movement. It may not seem like it. Now this makes sense. I got the corners, right? Very important in the reading. The bookends are important. The corners are everything. They help tie in what's happening in the middle. These cards would cross each other, right? Just looking at it as a big all signs reading. It's a big game of red light, green light in here. It's very deceptive. There's a lot of deception here. There's actually shit going on. Even this says that. It's deceptive, but there's actually shit going on. The moon. There's a lot underneath the surface. Some of it, a great deal of it, is not even being revealed to me. Okay? It's not. I will need to do some wicked voodoo on this to get anything out of it. What's actually happening underneath the surface is a whole lot of change going on the runner's side and a whole lot of forward movement. And the Chariot is here. This here is the sun in front of the moon, and that right there is a pinnacle of stability. The moon plays a big role here. I've got a crescent moon on the horse that I hardly ever notice, and I'm noticing it right now. Pay attention to my point is, pay attention to yesterday's mid-month reading overview. It's extremely important for all of you. It's kind of playing out here in a way, the universe kind of explaining that underneath the surface, things are actually balancing out. On the surface, it's a game of red light, green light, and the energies are very deceptive. But there are wishes coming in here. Manifestations that have been on hold for a long time are coming to fruition under this energy, probably again around eclipse season. It'll all make sense. All right, it'll begin to. Let's have the universe add all this up for us. Okay, let's pull the witches here. Let's see. All right, give me 3 cards and a bottom card, universe. Tell me what you're not telling me. Okay? How about that? How about I just put that out to the universe? Tell me what you're not fucking telling me. By the way, for those of you that have been here a long time, this is one of the final readings with the old original, now torn up to shit, animal deck. This is the deck that started Steve's Love Tarot. It made Steve's Love Tarot. I'm going to retire it before it turns to dust. And I have a new animal deck. It's right here. I've been breaking it in for about 2 weeks offline. And that's going to take over. I'll put this in a safe place and we'll reserve it for special readings. Right? We'll bring it out. Because this thing is so supercharged with energy. my energy, your energy, the soulmate cycle's energy, that, you know, it's fabulous. But it is time to retire it before it turns to dust. So we're going to do that. This is one of the final readings with this particular original deck. I'm always very sentimental about things because everything has feelings. Everything has energy. Even the deck is kind of sad about that. We'll see. But it'll come out once in a while. I'll take it out. It's got about 100 more readings left in it before it turns complete dust. So we'll stretch it out over time. Let's shuffle the deck here. Give me 3 cards and a bottom card here. Bottom card, 8 of Wands. I told the universe, you heard what I said. I said, tell me what you're not fucking telling me. I didn't swear, but I swore right there. I mean business. 8 of Wands. There's forward movement happening. It will not seem like it on the surface. Look, this is slow energy. This is the red light, green light game. Yeah, the love geese are in the air and the sun, but somebody here we got silent DMs, we got people distracting themselves. It's a whole game of red light, green light going on. I'm going, I'm not going, I'm not going, I'm not going. I'm going to distract myself, I'm going to whatever. But all around, there's something happening. There's forward movement. There's communication happening on their side, like the mid-month told us. And it all makes sense around eclipse season when they can finally come back around and it starts to play out for the soulmates. All right, so that's the bottom card. That'll cross the center card I'm going to pull. 10 swords, what I just told you. The center card is judgment, what I just told you. Again, I don't even need this card, but I'll pull it in a minute because it's red with the 10 swords. There's forward movement here. Somebody, it's reckoning time. It's judgment time. And there's that eclipse on the card again. It plays out for the soulmates around the eclipse. At the present time, somebody is communicating that they no longer want a second chance with whatever's on their side. They don't want to keep rehashing the old. Somebody's learned the value of working together with something. Somebody's learned the value of the soulmate connection. This card, Chariot, represents the soulmate connection, the soulmate cycle that we're in right now. It's hosted by Cancer. It's Cancerian energy. As I told you, this is a card of Cancer. It's great that it came out here in the final thing. This is communication coming. What's red with the 10 swords? The Queen of Pentacles. Again, it's all about you. Somebody doesn't want you to be gone. You're over here, one of the finest energies of the Empress, growing and learning, not waiting. This energy that you put out is very important. It's extremely important because it draws them towards you. It lets them see, you want them to feel the loss of you, so to speak. And they are. Whether you're trying to do that or not, they are feeling that because they don't have you. You know, they don't have what the connection represents. It doesn't necessarily have to be you. And I know a good number of people don't hear a word I say. And I wrote a blog article about that. I said, I'm talking to 20,000 people on these videos, and 5,000 of them will miss completely, will only selectively hear what they want to hear. The universe does that. It redacts things. You know, maybe you're not ready to hear it. I don't know. But this energy right here, this is where you should be. If you're in 8 swords, you're not here. But at the end of the day, there's a lot going on behind the scenes. Somebody does not want a second chance with what they've had on their side, but the 10 of swords is unacceptable because you've got everything they need. And it just keeps coming up that way. It came up that way in the pre-shuffle with the Empress there. As their Empress energy comes up, you look better and better. It's a pretty powerful reading. It is what it is. Driving it all, by the way, you want to see? Underneath that is 3 swords. Yeah. That's, if you want to know, you want transparency and you want to know how I read, the way I read it, energy is always in layers. There's one layer on the surface of what's happening on their side. There's another layer underneath on what it means to you. 10 swords with the Queen of Pentacles is unacceptable. Somebody wants a second chance with that around the eclipse. They're broke. They're hurt about that. They feel the pain. They feel the loss of you. 3 swords. On the surface energy, the pain on their side, they're communicating everything that's ever happened. I've told you about this. I talked about fights happening. I talked about this being a big breakup energy. If the energies around them or the way they've been living have ever hurt your person, it's all coming up. It's all being communicated. And the universe keeps telling us this. And they do not want a second chance here. They don't. And they're going to be free. They're going to be Queen of Pentacles, free, to do what they want to do, independent, on or around eclipse season. It all culminates in eclipse season. It's extremely important to understand that. And it just keeps coming up that way. That's your reading. That's what's going on right now. You got to just let shit play out. And you can't, in this energy, it's very dangerous. And I'm going to use that word. It's dangerous to be in 8 swords, to feel trapped, to feel surrounded by swords, right? Blindfolded. Take the blindfold off. Take the long view and see that you're trapping yourself. That's why it's important in this energy of October to get out in nature, go to a national park, go to something big, beach, whatever, wide open spaces. Find it. Try to do it. If you can't, look at pictures and daydream while you're looking at the picture that you're there. It's the same effect on the energy. Okay? That is your reading. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. We'll see tomorrow when I pull on the week ahead, which will be the week of what? What the hell will it be? Where are we here? What is even the date today? I don't even know. It's the 14th. Okay. So it'll be the week of the 23rd through the 27th, or 16th through the 22nd. Okay. See? That's how discombobulating the energy is. I don't even know what the fucking date is. On the week ahead, we'll see what actions they're going to take towards you. But this is very thick energy. Be careful in it. All right? That's your reading. I did my best to dig here. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches.